You're listening to Playlist Penpals, turning strangers into friends, one playlist at a time. This is your host, Quinn LW, playlist creator and owner of the HVA Music Blog, a blog dedicated to help you, yes you, find your new favorite song. Tune in for today's episode as I get to know my special guest through a deep dive interview about the music and playlists that define them. Hopefully, by the end of the episode, we'll be BFFs. Hey everybody, this is Quinn LW from the HVA Music Blog, here to bring you the legendary, you can probably hear the audience in the back, first episode of Playlist Penpals, turning strangers into friends, one playlist at a time. And today we have, this is going to be, at the end of the day, when we're blowing up and stuff, and we're in Paris, on top of the Eiffel Tower, shipping champagne, they're going to go back to the first episode and be like, hey man, you'll fucking... He's VENTI, you number one, your first dude, man. So, round of applause for yourself, man. Before we get into it, we, at the end of the day, I always like to assume that, we're coming here from square, ground zero, nobody knows who you are. This is a sales pitch. You're in an elevator, they got the fucking, the record contract deal right there in front of you. Who, hey, man, sell me, bro. Sell me, man.
My name is East VENTI, the legend himself. And, Ooh. I say that because I make music for legends, and if you've ever heard of my music, then me making music and you experiencing it is one and the same. So, started my musical journey.
It's like a 360 experience, man. I'm looking forward to the day, when I can hop on VR and I'm getting like the full, I don't even got to be there over here just right into my microchip.
The microchip is crazy. The microchip is crazy. The
microchip, man. Hey, man, that's what we all had. Hey, listen here. I will never stop saying this. Like, if you tell me, if I can think about Taco Bell and then it just get delivered to me, whatever, inject me, put it in my head. Instant Taco Bell from thoughts, man. I'll give up some of my, my humanness. To have Taco Bell when I think about it.
For a chalupa,
Right. Yeah. I'll risk it all for Baja Blast, bro.
Just an injection of Baja Blast once a month.
Right, just right into my veins, man. Hey, man, I think we might have some careers outside of all this art stuff, man. We injectable Baja Blast.
We could start a company. You know what I'm saying?
We could.
The IBB, Injectable Baja Blast Corporation, the IBA. It's gonna be.
That sounds like an intestinal problem. Yeah, I got IBB.
Excuse me, sir. You have IBA, and you're gonna die soon.
No, man, I hate Baja Blast. But yeah, man, absolutely, thanks a ton for hopping on this first episode with me. Of course. Whole idea is to interview you through the playlist that you've sent over. So long story short, interviewing you through the music that you listen to. So I went through everything. And I think the best place to start is the biggest one.
Yes,
morning groups, too. You've been having some long mornings, man. There's a lot of songs. What time do you get up? Like at 4:36 a.m.
I made that playlist when I was working at 7-Eleven, and I used to work there.
So
I had to get through the playlist, basically kind of finessing, having something to listen to without a lot of like cursing, because they was really big on, you can't listen to a lot of rap in here. I said, okay, let me put together a playlist that I will listen to besides rap that can get me through not just the morning, but the whole shift. Because
I feel that I look because I looked on there. There's no Sexy Red on there. So
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? What was going on?
No ski in. You know what I'm saying?
No ski in the morning. It's too early to ski in. Ski in. You got like a sign out says that ski hours.
We have Sexy Red hours between 4 and 5. That's it.
Everyone
gets a free red slushy. You can only wear red. If you wear blue, you're getting arrested. All
right. So I'm a big believer of like, I'm a big like morning playlist person too. Definitely, to set it like sets my
Yes,
day, if anything, right? So would you say that's kind of, the kind of approach that you kind of took to that playlist as well? It's like, how important is music to you like in the morning? And like, or even, me personally, I don't wake up till like 2. So long story short, when you start your day, is music kind of something that you look to kind of set the stage for how your day,
absolutely,
is going to go?
absolutely. Especially as a musician, especially as an artist. Like
Hmm.
the first thing I'm doing is I'm turning on some music in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, I might turn on the Marias. I might turn on the Hicks. I might turn on some. It don't. It just depends on my mood. I might wake up and all right, I'm feeling like Drake. Or I'm waking up. I feel like Chief Keef. It doesn't really matter. Like the spectrum doesn't matter as long as it's playing. Like I feel like I'm playing music in the morning feels like your own personal score, like in a movie. So
Hmm.
that's how
All
it
right,
makes me feel.
ACA, walking
Yeah,
out, smoke, explosions in the
pyro and
background.
shit. Like it's a beautiful thing, man.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing.
So would you say good music is a? Would you say good music is like a key to a good day?
Um, in a sense, because just because you listen to good music don't mean you're gonna have a
Okay,
good fucking day, okay? But
true,
it
true,
can
true.
be um a mediator, right? A mediator of the day where it's like, yo, like, okay, working at 7-Eleven, it was like, yo, I'm dealing with a customer that's upset because their coffee is too cold despite them leaving the coffee out and walking around the store, and now you're making me upset.
Yeah.
But this song on my playlist just came on, and once you leave the store, I don't give a shit about you. Sorry. Sorry.
The relationship is over. You just, as far as I
Like,
know, it's like a video game. You just
get
like
your
fade out of
Columbia decaf
existence.
and get the fuck out. I'm
Honestly,
telling.
that's real specific. You must have somebody that like got it. Shit, is it come? That's a real like. You were just like your Colombian decaf
Yeah,
with half.
half
I'm
and
like,
half.
whoa, bro.
and
That's
and
a recipe.
and get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Right.
it is a mediator for today. Definitely. Like
Hmm.
and you got to set the mood in the morning. Like your playlist,
Right.
and it doesn't necessarily have to be a playlist, but what you're listening to does kind of set the mood for the day. You know what I mean? Like whether you want to listen to some turned up shit or you want to listen to like some mellowed out type of stuff, like which is the morning grooves is a lot of like mellowed out type of things. And it's a long ass playlist. It's a long playlist. Like it's
Oh no, I feel that. I have like a lot of playlists like that to where like they kind of started, they had like a purpose, maybe to get through a certain day, or like I had like a driving playlist for like a really
yeah.
long trip once. And I find myself still kind of just adding songs every once in a while to those playlists. And now they're just ridiculous, just like, yeah, if I'm having like
Yeah.
17 mornings in a row, like now I can listen to this playlist. Like I have a bunch of playlists here, like that just like probably just way too fucking long. But like, I think yours is like you get it's a good month's worth and you can,
Mhm.
cycle through it or whatever, you're getting, your vibes and stuff. I actually do, speaking of what you're saying earlier, the Maria's, I've got that one song, I think it's called like In My Dreams, and it has the,
It's beautiful. No, that's a
I'm
good ass
not gonna
song
skip the
though.
word. I
It's a
think
good
you know
song.
it. Because in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna know what I'm
The
talking
Marias,
about the
they're
second I say it.
fire.
And when
They're
I
fire,
start, I'm
man.
like,
They're
what song
fire,
is that?
bro.
Yeah. So, uh, switching back to your music. So, would you say what's the vibe that you want people to get when they listen to your music? Are you saying where you think that maybe you have like a couple of like morning grooves tracks? You're like, what when somebody listens to your music, how do you want that stage to be for them? What's that
Uh,
soundtrack to them?
well, I mean, if we're talking like a soundtrack, I mean, waking up and listening to Manifest is a big thing. Like a lot of people love the Manifest song. Probably like more to say. Probably like handouts. Like those three um, can really set the morning. Set the morning apart to me. You know what I'm saying? To me personally, those are the ones that I might listen to in the morning. More to say handouts or um, if I want to be introspective, maybe Crown. Just to start the morning off. Um, as far as
Right.
my
And
music
even
getting across,
huh?
just
Right.
in a sense, I want you to feel like I want you to basically, when it comes to my music, I want you to understand where I'm coming from. There has to be a lineage of understanding as far as what I'm saying, and if it relates to you, and if it makes you feel good, then that's great. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. I'm not done tapping into what I want to tap into, but
Gotcha, gotcha. You
oh
got a
yeah,
lot more stuff to say that hasn't been put
exactly.
on wax yet. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, and even kind of even jump into that the other playlist that you share with me. So
Yes,
motivate me, right? So would you say that playlist kind of is more like the thesis of you as an artist, like as far as like you said, a lot of things that you want to say, a lot of things you
yeah,
still haven't said yet. But when I kind of think of even some of the artists you had on here, like Meek
mm,
Mill,
mm,
Nipsey, Jay, there it's like
yeah.
like straight a to Z, just hustler
Yeah,
anthems all the way through. The type of stuff that once the morning grooves done
yeah.
picked you up and you're awake. Now is
I'm switching the
it's time.
playlist.
It's
I'm
time to
switching it.
grind this out.
I'm switching
You're
it.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I
It's
can't
time
be
to do
Sade
it too.
all morning. I mean, no, I can't.
You're
No, wait,
right. I
I
mean,
can, but
Ed, I light a candle and walk around like a ghost all day and with incense, like
what?
hello everybody.
Uh, um,
Good vibes, good
but
vibes, good vibes.
once that certain threshold hit, it's like okay, we got to switch it up now.
Hmm.
We got to switch it up. Like
Right.
we gotta get to the bag now. Like waking up, like listening to Nipsey, and I've been listening to Nipsey since like 2012 ish, 2013 ish.
Right.
So he has been, even like Meek Mill, like Jay Z. Those are guys where their music is centered around, you know, um, elevation, right? You know what I'm
Elevation.
saying? Elevating,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
just elevating who you are to get the most out of life. You know what I mean? So when
Right.
I turn on that playlist, it's like, okay, I got to get to it. You know what I'm saying? I got to get to it. I might not want to do that overtime, but you know what? I just listened to Nipsey Hussle. I just listened to Jay Z this morning. I'll do an hour, I guess. I'll do it 30 minutes, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a little bit much. You ain't gonna get me all week.
You up?
You ain't gonna get me all
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
But
But
for
yeah,
that
you
one
get you.
moment,
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, I need that money. You know
you
what
in
I'm
it.
saying? I need the money. So
Right, right, right. So speaking of an artist, like from an artist perspective, from you yourself, when it comes to a Meek Mill, Jay Z, Nipsey Hussle, what do you think is like the I guess you could say like killer instinct, like between all of them, like what is it about the way that they kind of express this, hustler mentality, hustle mode, et cetera, et cetera. What do you think is so special about them across the board that people can just kind of just resonate with?
because it's a universal thing. It's about how you approach it.
Right.
Like even if we talk about okay, like we talked about Meat Mill, even like talking about like Rick Ross, even like the way they approach the mentality of being who they are and being like, okay, look, I know you had a bad day, but tomorrow you got to get back on the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's a universal feeling. It's a
Uh-huh.
universal feeling, and it encapsulates you because it makes you feel like, okay, I need to get back on my job. You know what I'm saying? I need to get back on my grind because the grind, the earth don't stop. So the money got to keep moving. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah, I
success
feel
rate
you. I
got to
feel you.
keep going higher. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to be a big jump. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like with them because it wasn't a big jump with them. It was a day by day.
Right. You can see like
Yeah,
the
come on,
blueprint.
hey, the blueprint. Hey, you're
Yeah.
right. You know,
Yeah,
and
yeah. Yeah,
it's a
map,
step by
map,
step
step by step.
process.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna definitely
even with
believe it.
Nipsey, when he talks about,
Right.
yo, it's a marathon because it is. It's not a sprint. You can't always sprint to the end of things. You can't always run 100% to the end of things because then you miss small little things along the way that could have helped you. You want to be the
Right.
sometimes okay, it's cool to be the first one to the finish line, but if you're being the first one to the finish line, but you're sacrificing all of the important details along the way, then what good is it?
Right. Gotcha. Got you. And that even speaks to because like I said, I definitely outside of even the playlist, definitely checked out a lot of your newer tracks too as well. So you got a line on, and I'm gonna read this off because I want you to be like, nigga, that's not
You
what
don't
I
know
said
my
in my
shit.
song. But so on Force, right? So on Force, you said I'm a connoisseur of
Yeah.
all things consistent, right?
Had a chance to be one of the
So
greats. You missed it. Cut the head of a snake like I'm. Yeah, facts. Yeah. Sorry. Oh,
I'll throw a beat down right now. I go grab some pencils and pens and fucking I'll do it. We can make a
yeah.
mixtape right now, bro. But yeah, that's that that definitely resonated with me, and alongside with the playlist as well, right? I'm that's the biggest thing, right? I'm a big believer of like that 10,000 hour to where it's almost like you should have like
Yeah.
start yesterday, because the longer that you kind of wait, it's just less time to get things done, because you never know how long. More than likely, it's
It
just gonna
is.
take a long time. So if you start tomorrow, it's cool. If you would have started yesterday, that's 2-3 hours to success. You would have got there a
Yeah.
little bit earlier. So yeah, definitely consistency. So what's your if you haven't really covered it already, what's your idea of consistency? What is that? And especially as an artist and a rapper, what does consistency mean for you
Consistency
in your
means
success?
doing something every day that kind of gives you a check mark to your goal, right? You have this
Right,
goal right here, but okay, every day, just a little bit of something works. Just a little bit of something. You don't have to do 4 hours work. 30 minutes to an hour goes a long way.
right,
So if we're going 30 minutes to an hour, just working on, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be watching an interview, right? It could be watching an interview. Okay, then you apply that interview to whatever it is that you feel like um, you want to talk about. It could be reading. It could be anything that can help you get to the goal that you're trying to reach. That's important. And as far as consistency, it's
right.
what a lot of people don't have. Like, no, you might not be for artists. No, you might not be recording every day, but are you writing every day? Okay, I didn't write
Mm-hmm.
a verse today. I didn't. But did you write one yesterday? Okay, if you didn't write a verse yesterday, did you write a little bit yesterday? Did you see something that made you want to be artistic? Like there has to be some. There's
Mm,
um
right,
there's motivation everywhere, and you just have to find it. You know what I'm saying? There's motivation everywhere. You just have to find it, and being consistent to me is basically just doing a small percentage of said thing that can get you to the heights that you want to get to. It's an everyday thing. It's not a oh my god, I'm just oh today is just a hard day.
you
I'm
gotta
chilling.
enjoy it. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is not gonna, not every day is
But
gonna be
it's not meant
perfect,
to
right?
be.
Yeah, but
Every day
definitely,
is not meant to be perfect
yeah.
because if you striving for perfection is the biggest imperfection there is. Like it's literally it's an
Mm-hmm.
oxymoron in itself. So it's not about striving for perfection. It's about striving for consistency and striving for um, instead of perfection, strive for progression. And those small little excerpts of progression will get you to where you want to go. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing for me.
Right. So even to break it down, let's speak specifically to people that are lyricists. I won't even say
Right.
just rappers, right? Do you have any probably some quick little tips for them? Because I think probably the big thing, right, is not just the self-awareness and knowing that you kind of have to
Yeah.
step all this stuff out. Then the next step is like, okay, I have this big concept, this big goal or idea of
Yeah.
this thing that I want to do. How do I chop this up to where, if I got this amount of time on Tuesday and this amount of time on a Wednesday, I can't get through this whole concept in one day, right? But I am aware enough to go, okay, I think I can do
Yeah.
this, I can do that and do that, and then throughout these 2 days I can spread it out and make
Yeah.
make magic
Um,
happen.
the tips that I have as far as being an artist is be willing to um, be willing to be a revisionist. That and people, some people are like, "Oh, I wrote this song." Okay, you wrote this song. Does it sound good? Does it sound good to you? Okay, no. So if it doesn't sound good to you, take some time and sit on it. Take some time and look it over. Okay, when you record it, does it sound good to you? Okay, well, take some time. Take some time. Be a revisionist. Be be a critic. Everything is not perfect. I don't make perfect songs all the time. And nothing that I've ever made was perfect. You know what I'm saying? It was good, but it's not perfect, and I can't.
You got some hot
Thank you.
you got some hot tracks on there, man.
Thank
Man,
you.
you might be
Thank
doing
you.
some more
Thank you.
murder.
But it's because I didn't look for perfection. I just looked for
Mm-hmm.
um
It'll be
yeah,
perfect for somebody, right? I think
exactly.
that's why
It's perfect for
artists.
so
Yeah.
my ideal of what's not perfect could be perfect for somebody else. But always be willing to critique yourself. I'm a big critic. Like
Right.
I'm a big critic of myself. I'm everyone's like, oh, I'm no, I'm my worst critic. I'm terrible, bro. Like I'm terrible.
I mean, listen here, man. As some this,
Yeah,
I'll definitely, co-sign with that. I think when it comes to, it's not even really, at least for me, it's not even. I guess I wouldn't really call myself a perfectionist, but I definitely know that I should definitely try to make this as
yeah,
right as possible on the first go. But I think even what kind of alleviates some of that pressure and stress for me on top of that is going, there are some things that I'm not going to be able to iron out and figure out until I
exactly.
actually start doing. I can plan all day for this boat trip, but we get on the boat and oh shit, aliens are real. And then what, like I'm allowing myself to go. I can't, hindsight 2020 be, man, I should have packed my ray gun before we got in the goddamn boat. Shit, it's
Now
like
you could.
just it's just allowing season the day, but
Yeah,
allowing the day to be as
yeah,
it's gonna be as well. Just not letting it
exactly. Don't
seize
let it
you. You
seize
know what I
you.
mean?
As an
Yeah.
artist, like, and I definitely will say know the worth of your artistry. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
before I started taking music serious, a bunch of people that said, "Bro, like you're not a good rapper. You're not a good artist. You're not a good this. You're not a good that. You're
You
not a good
fucking
that."
yeah, the fuck you
But a
say
lot
you
of them
ain't shooting
motherfuckers
at
ain't
them.
never been.
Hey,
But look,
swinging.
none of them have been paid
Yeah.
for a show.
Mm-hmm.
None of them have been asked to go to another state to perform. None of them, like you have to really believe in yourself. You have to believe in
Mm-hmm.
yourself, especially as an
Right.
artist doing this. You got to be damn near insane to do this type of things. Do this shit. You have to be crazy. But
Yeah, I've definitely been digging, especially as an artist and stuff. Even though business and just a lot of things that I do, even of course with the blog here, I'm starting to realize there's a certain level of like delusion I have to really get through and maximize the
mhm,
potential of my day. Looking at a certain deal or something I'm trying to figure out and going, okay, that's the goalpost. The fact that I'm even hyped up and confident to even doing it, not even being able to see where the fuck I'm walking, it's a
it
healthy
is.
delusion though. I think you got to be a little bit like
And
you know not narcissistic, but
you
like
got to have some
I'm
bravado
gonna I'm
doing
I'm
this
gonna, I'm
music
gonna
shit.
do this shit.
Doing art, you have to have a
Yeah,
bravado.
little swag, little
You
juice.
have to have a bravado
Yeah.
about you.
Yeah. I don't want to see like Michael Sarah come on stage and just go, "Hey guys, I'm gonna rap
So
now. I hope you're ready."
my name is
Like,
Mike.
is he gonna kill it? Should we leave? Right? Hello. I'm MC
Like, yeah,
Mike.
we'll
I have a
leave. We'll
mic.
leave this shit. We'll leave this shit. We'll pack it up and leave. We finna
Right.
do this all night.
Yeah.
Um, and one more thing I do have to say is be a.
Hmm.
I do want to say don't take your progression for a fluke. You know, don't take your progression and be like, oh man, well it should be this,
I can't believe
but
this
because it's
happened. Like, yeah.
but
Oh, okay.
because
I
it's
see what you
not
mean.
this, it's not good enough. Like you might as well
Mm,
quit if
okay.
you're gonna do that. Like if
Right. Not being happy with what you're being, the
you have to
opportunities and
take your
stuff that's going to, yeah.
opportunities and not look at yourself as a fluke. Don't look at yourself as a failure, because all the people that tell you that you're failing in said area, they don't have the courage to do what you're doing. A lot of the times, these people don't have the courage to do what you do. You know how hard it is to get on a stage and be in front of 40 people, 50 people, 60 people, arena, like a whole venue of people, and just hope that out of these 3 to 4 songs, they like something. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of courage.
Yeah, I definitely when I spin in DJ and stuff, there's almost like a certain space I
Mm-hmm.
have to get into. At least this is how it works for me. I've always done this, even when because I to this day I hate public speaking, speeches, anything of the sort, which probably would surprise people because I never shut the fuck up. So they're like, "What do you mean you're scared of speaking?" And usually what I'll do is it's a more extreme version of the, just imagine everybody's,
Mm-hmm.
naked or whatever, everybody's in their underwear, it's not embarrassing. For me, it's more like, fuck all,
Fuck
like,
y'all.
like
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
like, you don't matter, like I am here. So even when I spin in DJ and stuff, it's just like, I'm not even, of course I'm always going to be open and responsive and looking out in the crowd to see, like, there's some girl like just looking at me like, what are you doing, bro? And I'm like, all right, maybe I'm not.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of those
Maybe I'm
faces
not
like, okay,
cooking.
maybe I do need to switch it up a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I switch it up. All right, there's nothing in the kitchen, there's nothing in my pot. It's just water and salt boiling right now. I ain't put no meat, no
we,
vegetables,
we
no
making,
nothing yet. It's just,
you
it's
know what I'm saying?
all seasoning.
We making gourmet water tonight.
Right, hey, man. But yeah, just really get into it, and like you said, the bravado, right? That I'm the DJ, I know what I'm doing,
There you
I
go.
know what a good time is,
There you
way
go.
more than you. So I'm gonna play this shit. I'm gonna play this drum and bass remix, Ski Yee, which I don't have. I got a tech, dude, bro. You'd be surprised because sometimes I'll play some songs just to like fuck with people because I think it's really funny, but they're usually like really good tracks. Like I've got like they call it like hard techno version of Ski, and it's just doom 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 doom. And if you can imagine her just going Ski over, dude, I got so many remixes, like sexy red remixes, because I think it's hilarious. I got a Gasolina and Pound Town one, so I'm gonna
Oh
let you
my
figure out what the
God.
fuck that sounds like. Dude, it's got like gunshots in it. It's like the most. It's just the most. It's the goofiest song, but it's one of those songs, right, to where it's like, I know how
Yeah.
that's gonna go off in a club. Like if you like, and because I know, and I don't know if you've probably heard this a lot, like especially when it comes to DJs and stuff. There's this big whole thing about like, I'm tired of playing Bad Bunny and yada yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. I've always been a believer, especially because I don't really even have a
Yeah.
problem with bro, right? But it's like, okay, if I know I make this type of music or whatever, especially if I'm a producer, I'm gonna make a Bad Bunny flip. I'm
And
gonna
you
make a Bad
should.
Bunny song that fits,
Yeah.
right,
You
fix it, right?
should. I mean,
Yeah, like the Pound Town one, like I don't really want to play like just regular Pound Town,
let me
but
flip
Gasoline
that
and
shit.
Pound Town,
Exactly.
yeah,
You know what
that's
you're
my
doing.
yeah. So, yeah. So energies, to segue here, right? I'm that's a great thing about doing this stuff. I'm trying to like be like half like prepared, but half like not, because I want this to be natural, but also I'm like, what is, can I just, how like sneaky and crafty can I be? So let's see, let's test it out right now. So since we're talking about energies, auras, I guess you can say, um there's a one more last playlist that you shared with me, my friend. It's called Uncle
Oh
Era.
yeah, the oldies.
So this is one of my favorite, man. The Uncle Era, listen here, bro. To me, I've never had it. Usually I would just call it just like cookout energy, like open toe sandaled energy. But Uncle Era, so what's the Uncle Era, man? You got break this down. What's the Uncle? And are you
I
in your Uncle
mean, I
Era,
made
man?
that because I was inspired by my uncle to make that playlist. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
like, some motherfuckers be in their uncle era where it's like, look, man, I'm showing up to the cookout, Crocs. I might be bringing some grill shit. You know what I'm saying? I might be bringing something for the grill. Let's throw something on the fucking grill. I'm at the homie house. Yo, let's get it popping. Niggas is not trying to hear ski at the cookout though. You better start this bitch off with some Barry White, nigga. Get that shit popping. Stop playing with us. We can get in the ski later on, but for
All right,
right
see
now I
you
need
later.
Ronald
Right now,
Isley, my nigga. Like, get the shit going. I need Isley Brothers, my
yeah, we
guy.
go.
Like,
Yeah,
what are we doing?
yeah. I don't want my uncle cooking his ski. That's there'd be
Exactly,
some weird taste in food.
nigga
I don't
pouring
think he's gonna be
Henny,
seasoned the
nigga
way
pouring
he needs
Hennessy
to
on
be
your
seasoned.
steak. Like, come on, bro. You pouring Douce on my steak, bro. Like, you're a fucking goblin.
Yeah, I've had this marinated in
Do you
Casamigos for
trust?
two
Exactly.
days. It's
I
like
don't
what?
trust that nigga. You feel me? Don't trust that nigga. Yeah, bro. It was just kind of like me and my uncle be having talks about like the stuff that he listened to like back in his day, and basically like it was kind of like
Mhm.
a thing where it's like I listen to that and I just think about like, man, this is kind of like his 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 musical, experience. You know what I'm saying? His musical experience, like
Hmm.
that's a playlist that I would listen to if like I wanted to clean up the crib or I'm just feeling like I need some more soul in my day. I need some more soul in my day. Like,
Hmm.
okay, we did the morning grooves, we did the turn up. Okay, now the wind down is this. You know what I'm saying? All of those have kind of compartmentalized themselves, and they're all interchangeable. But the Uncle Era one is just basically like a oldies type of thing where it's like I need some real like I need some real like classic stuff. Some shit that if I want to wake
Right,
up and
right.
listen to this in the morning, yeah, I'm feeling
It's
I'm
going to hit
feeling
right too.
good,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I was. Yeah, I would say I'm more in like my divorced auntie era. I like come to the cookout with like big earrings and just a
Yikes!
glass of something, and then I complain a lot and
Yes,
like gossip, and then I don't even eat anything. I just get really drunk
get
and then I
drunk,
leave.
more gossip, then leave.
That's what
How are you getting
that's
home?
what,
I'm good, baby. Oh, okay.
that's,
Let's go. Let's go. They're gonna tip you in, y'all.
and you, right?
So yeah,
Wait, what happened? What happened? What's such and such at? I thought you when you gonna get
but
married? You every time you come here, you got a new
your
little
little
floozy
friend,
with you. Your little friend.
but like that's what that.
And there's a time, like I said, the timeless aspect to it. Like even it's a lot of those songs are almost like time capsule stuff too, as far as like like I said, the auras, the energies of it, to where you can kind of it's they say they don't make R&B songs or love songs that they do now, or they don't make love songs
Yes.
like this anymore, and there's some truth to it. There's just even if you look at just the 90s, where it was just like it wasn't just aggressively like I'm gonna
Yeah.
take your girl,
It was like
like it's like this is I'm gonna treat your girl so much better she's gonna leave you. It's not like I'm not just gonna take her and then it's like all right, that's just another one.
I'm
All
going
right,
to
whose
take
girl
her
is
to
next?
dinner with wine glasses, and then there's
Right.
baby oil already at my house. As soon as I
At the
walk in the crib, the
right.
candles start lighting themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, for me, and yeah, the blueprint for that for me is straight up just Joe's all the things your man won't do. That
Come
is
on,
like the
ball
perfect
one.
like you can't even
Yep.
that's like you can't even be mad that your girl left you. He laid it out like I'm gonna like you said, take you to dinner.
He was
I'm
wild.
going down
He
to
was
the subway
he was
station
dirty
week to
macking
week.
for sure. He was dirty macking
Right.
for sure.
Then speaking to even the time capsule stuff, that's why I even appreciate and love like hip hop, because a lot of these, because I'm a big like sample person, to where I love knowing the original, where the sample came from, right? And I think speaking to that certain energy and stuff, going back and using a lot of these old tracks as
Yeah,
the dusties, right? And I think it sets a stage for a certain song. And like you said, when we're talking about moods and energies and everything, I think sonically they're just ways that you can almost kind of get to a point immediately, even without saying
exactly. And
something. So how important is production with you? Like how
I'm very
particular
picky.
are you with
I'm
your
very
beat
picky on
making?
beats. Like
Hmm.
I'll have a beat folder for the year, and look, nigga, it might be 10 beats in there. I'm only using two. I might come back and use like two more for like a little EP, but those ain't the real shit. Like I've trained my ear to the point where it's like, okay, I know this might not do as well as the other shit I want to put out, but you know what? Like I'm still gonna put it together. Production is very important. Um, Music like that, like the Dusties, they keep me grounded. Production is very important. I've always been like a big on production guy. It doesn't matter if it's a simple little boom bap joint or if it's more grandiose. Production is very key. It's very key, and like production is half the battle. So you could be the best fucking rapper in the universe of the universe, but bro, these weak ass beats, we
Just
turning this shit off.
ass.
Yeah,
Hot
hot
beat
ass beat clap.
claps.
I don't want to hear that shit. For real, real shit though, man. Real shit.
I mean, I'd love to hear like that. Like, I think that might even be like a little alter ego for you, maybe a side project. Uncle
That would
Era,
be
or
fire on my mom. Hey, look,
hop on some
I
dusties and
start
stuff and
pulling.
rap over it,
Look,
bro. You come out with open toe
the Teddy
sandals and like
Pendergrass
you
I would be
grill on
going crazy.
stage. You come out with a pack of meat. It's like anybody want what you
I
want?
would
What
go
steak,
crazy.
hot
I start
dogs.
throwing steak at people. Yo.
I mean, they're artists and stuff. They're already like they throw like a big DJ Steve Aoki. He throws like cakes and stuff at people. So get a hot right off the grill steak thrown at your face. I mean, you got to be a couple
I mean,
waivers,
look,
but
man, you
or
can't,
catch the mother. Yeah, ain't nobody tell you to catch it with your face. Like that's on you.
Oh my god, man, yeah. So really, man, production is big, and like, yeah, just those three playlists kind of just encapsulate what I like as a person for overall.
Yeah, now that we kind of reached the end of this playlist, naturally, of course, we've reached the end of the interview. But I definitely have one more
Of
question I
course.
want to slide out to you. What is the perfect playlist to you? Like for me, perfect playlist like tells a story. That's usually always how I structure my playlist, but I just know that like everybody has like, of course, you have different moods, different feelings. So for you, what's your mindset for making a playlist that's going to hit maybe
A
10
playlist
note?
that just encapsulate a perfect playlist encapsulates multiple moments throughout the day. Not the perfect moment, but multiple moments throughout the day.
Gotcha.
So it's like I might have if I make this 20 song playlist, you know, if I'm feeling kind of upbeat, these are like the three songs I would go to, and these are the three songs I would go to. Like, okay, a night cruise, these are the three songs I would go to. Yo, I'm just waking up. Like, I might be cooking eggs and bacon. I want to hear these three songs when I'm, you know what I'm saying? When I'm making first
Every
toast,
time.
you feel me?
Yeah.
But a perfect playlist definitely encapsulates multiple moments throughout the day, and that's a strong playlist for me. At the end of the day, as long as it encapsulates all the moments and all the feelings that you have in your day to day life, that's the perfect playlist for me.
Well spoken. Hey man, that is the perfect. Hey.
Yeah,
So obviously, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take a bunch of playlists, a bunch of the songs and stuff from your playlists, of course, some tracks of yours too.
that's
Make a nice
beautiful.
little playlist just for this episode, so so people can always go back 50 years from now and go and listen to this. It was like, oh, that's the vibe he was on back when
When
the
the uncle
uncle era
era,
is gonna be real. We're gonna be in like grandpa era at this point, right?
I'll put out an album when
Moving
I'm
up.
72. Don't get me fucked up. Don't get it fucked up.
So yeah, definitely to close it off, walk me through what you got next, what you're working on right now, and then drop those socials and stuff. We're definitely gonna have everything linked up, YouTube, Instagram, etc., etc. But yeah, rolling out the red
Yo,
carpet,
my
let it
name
hit,
is
man.
East Venti. You can find me on all platforms at East Venti. EASTVENTI. As far as what I'm working on a little project right now. It's in the wraps, but since we here, and time, this is the first episode that I've been on, and I plan on coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
I'm
yeah, bro.
working on
Hey.
a project called Legend Mode, and yeah, we just getting raps off. Like we're working on, like, it's been a while since I really made a rap project, and that's basically what I'm getting doing. Like all bars, good hooks, all around. Just I tell people all the time, yo, I'm top five all five slots, and this will show y'all why I'm top five all
Hey.
five. You feel me? So
Dialing, dialing, dialing.
so that's
Let's
what I'm working
go.
on. Got some singles coming. Got a little EPs I'm working on. I'm working on a lot of stuff. Like 20, I'm working a lot. 2023, so 2024, y'all can get tired of me.
Hey, man, hey. I'm here, BL on the way. Definitely looking forward to having you on again. Doing like a checkup on everything, new music and stuff that you're looking and
Yes.
going through and stuff. And that's what I kind of want this whole thing to be. You can almost kind of, like I said, it's almost like a time capsule where I really honestly believe music is door to the soul, and what you're listening to at certain points kind of tells the whole story for who you are as a person and an artist too, right? So looking forward to seeing what the maybe next time we do an interview, it's just all techno. I'm like, bro,
Let me know.
What's going on? Right? You can find East Venti's playlist by following Playlist Penpals on Instagram at Playlist Penpals HVA. You can also connect with the HVA Music Blog via our website at findnewmusic.com. HVA.com, where you can check out over 600 plus themed playlists, merch, and more. A quick shout out to our partners and producers at No Request Radio Chicago and Roots Recording. I'll have both of their info linked below. Once again, this is your host, Quinn LW, sending good vibes and signing out. Peace.